Good morning. All right, it looks like we are up and going. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, guys. Good morning. Welcome to Bonnie and Clyde Morning Talk. Today's date is July the 13th, 2020. Welcome. Good to see everybody this morning. Thanks for joining us. If you catch us on the replay, stick around. We got a little bit of discussion for you. All right, and let's dive right on into it now, guys. Ladies and gentlemen. And let's hit the refresh on the market. I already know what's going on, but I had this already loaded up, and I just got to refresh the pages now. And as we can see, the market is in the green this morning. Gold and silver is catching a bid also. So that's a good thing for everybody messing around in the market. It's not up too awful much this morning, but it's still up a little bit. Silver has put up a little bit of a jump this morning, 2.77% jump. Gold 0.63%, but it's still in the green. So hopefully metals will take off and keep carrying us on up to further and further. And let's go and check out Bonnie and Clyde's portfolio this morning and see what's going on. I already know, but let's refresh the page here. And before I do that, let me take a look over here at the chat and get a drink of coffee. Hey, Blaster, good morning. Yes, he said, for sure, in the green, green, green. I know that's right, my man. That is true. And Bonnie and Clyde's portfolio is popping this morning in the green. Let's hope it'll keep carrying on. We definitely need it. It's already up 4.98% this morning. Boom! That's what I'm talking about. Can we carry through with it? Let's go. We need that. We was talking about it yesterday in the stream and finally got a little pop out of our Mary J stock. So hopefully it'll keep on carrying us up. We need to get some of that money back we lost. All right, let's move on out of there now and roll over to Twitterverse, and see what's going on over in Twitterland. Let's go back up here to the top of this and see what we got here as we roll down. I see the United States has just put out a tweet about, shortage of coins in circulation causes concerns for small businesses. Yes. And it says right here on this thing, it says there is a shortage of coins in circulation as many businesses are no longer accepting cash as a payment. Come on, people. We don't need that to happen. We don't need those headlines. People are really, really starting to go off the deep end. It's bad enough everybody's under house arrest and all that stuff, but when we start messing with the money, that's when things is getting serious. All right. Let's see what else we got for our coin of the day. Comes to us this morning as promised. Coin of the day comes to us from Bonnie and Clyde Coins on Twitter at Great USA Coin Hunt. Coin of the day at 1839. Liberty seated. Liberty seated is the proper name, the actual name, but everybody calls it the seated Liberty. And they say circulation strike managed 1,972,400, and it's the first year of 1839 to 1891 of those. Nice. Let's take a look over here at the thing since I did say something about cash being all that. That's what we got. Credit cards, what I have so going to be the death of it. Gotta have a good balance between cash and credit. Yeah, I know that's right. I don't know how good credit's gonna be doing a lot of people though. That's what the banks want though. That's what the economy wants. They want every dollar you have gone, and they want you to be in the hole using credit, so you owe them. And a lot of people are wrapped into that they work for $1,000 a week, but they're actually spending sometimes $900, sometimes $1,100 a week, or $1,200 a week, and it averages out. They're going in the hole throughout the month, and then they're having to pay their credit card, and a lot of people only pay minimum payments, and then they get so far in debt on their credit card before you know it, and that's just the way it happens, and then that leads to bankruptcies and all that good stuff. And yeah, that debt is a really, really big problem. Only advice I say is try to live within a structure of what you have, and just try to stay within what you have. Don't try to be more than what you got. Don't try to show off. Don't try to have the attitude, look at me. Just live your life normal, and don't try to be all flamboyant. It just makes things bad on you. It ends up hurting you. All right, so that's the Twitterville. Let's get on out of Twitter land now. Bonnie and Clyde's coin of the day, the 1839 seated Liberty. And there's a bunch of different versions to that. You got the drape and the no drape, and the value that goes along with those things. Now we're going to talk about the 1839 coin and get a little information out about it here. The value of it, depending on which one you got, from the no drapery is the more valuable of the two coins, and the 1839 in MS65 no drapery has a fair market value of $161,000. Whoa! That's a MS65 condition. And the no drapery in just a good 4 comes in at a whopping 90 some dollars. $96 around in that area. And then when you go to the drapery, the 1839, and then it's got the no motto and motto thing. It's got a couple different types there, but generally speaking, the 1839 comes in right around $40 for a good 4 variety, grade. And once you get up into the mint state values for the 1839 with the draperies, you got between 500 and 1500 at the MS61 mint state 61 version. And like I say, it just depends on what type that you have in that 1839 year, with one of them at MS61 being around $600 value, and then the other one being right at $1,500. And it really makes a big difference when you get into the higher grades of which one of the 1839 types that you have outside of the no drapery, because the one value is over $16,000 while the other is valued at right at $4,000. So you can see the value in the 1839 and the MS65 values go anywhere from $4,000 all the way up to the no drapery $161,000. That is a lot of change for a $50. And as we look at that, I wanted to pull out and give a little bit more information about it. And it has a weight of 12.44 grams. It's a 90% silver coin, 10% copper, and the diameter is 30.6 millimeters, and a reeded edge. And it was produced in Philadelphia and New Orleans for that year. And like we said, the circulation strike minutes was 1,972,400 of those. And then they have the 1839 no drapery proof coin, and it has an estimated mintage of 11 to 14 of those. Wow, can you imagine that? Having one of those? 11 to 14 of those. Man. So that's a really, really rare coin there for sure. And then the 1839 with drapery proof, the mintage is even less, 1 or 2 of those in existence. Now that's the one you want. Holy smokes, those things are really rare. Yeah, if you can get a drapery proof, that is a rare coin there for sure. And let's see what else we want to talk about it. Let's see. And that's about it. Like I said, we talked about there being different attributions and things with all of the different types of it. So there you have it, guys. Bonnie and Clyde's coin of the day, the 1839 Seated Liberty hope you enjoyed that. I hope you liked it. And let's get on over here and see what the weather's like this morning, guys. Looks like we got a storm in the middle of the nation. Check out the gigantic silver piece here, guys. Boom! 2002. Nice big old coin. There's a regular silver coin. 1957 beauty. Compared to that bad boy, oh, that's a big difference. All right. Sorry about that. Now get me another sip of Java. So it looks like we have a big storm sitting out in the middle of the nation, sitting over top of Oklahoma and headed into Arkansas and Missouri. And let's check out and see what the weather stations are telling us this morning. Where's those hot and cool spots at? Let's have a look at it. See what we can find this morning. Where is our hot spot at right now? What I'm seeing is our hot spot is in Florida at 88 degrees this morning. Arizona is right there coming in close to it, but our hot spot is in Florida this morning. Our cold spot, let me drag this down just to make sure I don't miss none of Washington up there. Our cold spot this morning is 45 degrees in Oregon. So 88 in Florida and 48 in Oregon. 40 degrees difference from one side of the nation to the other. Florida in the south, Oregon in the northwest. And it looks like it's about up and down the east coast, all the way 80s and the high 70s. Cloud coverage and some areas, a lot of clear skies throughout the east coast. Then as we head over to the Mississippi River, looks like all the way from Michigan in the low 70s all the way to Louisiana in the mid 80s. Then we go across the Mississippi into Texas to where it's in the mid 80s there. And as you head north through Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, it stays in the 70s all the way up into the Dakotas. Then we head over to the Mountain Time Zone. And whoa, where did that temperature come from? There's no way it's that hot already. In Nevada, it just popped up. It says Shadow Hills in Las Vegas, Nevada has a temperature of 97 degrees already. Something's broke. Somebody has done broke the temperature. Holy cow. 97 degrees. And that's right outside of Arizona. So that is officially the new hot temperature. Wow. And the rest of the four corners there is in the mid 80s with some low 70s at higher elevations. And as we head north into Wyoming, Montana, and Idaho, it's in the high 50s and low 60s in that area. And we finish off at the West Coast, all the way down into Los Angeles. It's in the low 60s and the mid 50s up through California and then into Washington and Oregon. Washington around 50, in the mid 50s, with our low temperature being in Oregon in the high 40s at 48 degrees. And let's check out and see where all the precipitation is still yet. And it looks like we're going to have clouds all over the west coast there. Precipitation headed into Wyoming. It's like the northern part of Wyoming is going to get some rain. Though that'd be the southern part of Montana. Northern parts of North Dakota. And then the northern parts of Minnesota getting rain. And then, like I said, to start out with, the big storm right now is down in Oklahoma. And it is headed towards Arkansas and Missouri. And there's little patch of storms down off the coast of Louisiana, Mississippi. So the panhandle part of Florida could see some showers throughout the day as well. And that'll do it for the weather, guys. I hope it's beautiful wherever you guys are at. Let's have a look over at the chat and see what's going on. Uni says it's 82 there. That sounds about right. Yeah, could be some showers later in the day for sure. All right, let's finish out the stream this morning with some good news. And this is actually some good news, but it's a heartfelt story also. I was like, man, that is crazy that people have to do that. So what happened, this is a woman and her husband is in a care facility for elderly people. He has Alzheimer's, and I guess she lives at their house, and him needing so much more care than she can provide, apparently, that he is in one of those assisted living facilities. And so what happened was they cut off visitation from the outer people, so people couldn't come in and visit. And the woman, with a little bit of ingenuity, she decided, okay, I'll get the same. I'll get a job there. So she took on a job as a dishwasher to get to spend time with her husband at the assisted living facility. So that was actually a pretty good story. And it's also heartbreaking that people have to do that to get in with their loved ones that they care about, just to be able to see them. Just because of all this craziness with all this virus stuff going on. It is unreal how big of a play and how much of an effect it has on so many lives. And I'm sure people are getting depressed, and I mean, this has turned into a living nightmare. And in a roundabout way, it's causing people to lose their minds. But anyway, so that was the good story. She ended up getting a job. She was able to spend more time with her husband. So that was a good deal. I figured I would share that with you guys. It's a heartfelt story and a good story all at one time. And her husband, he was needing the assisted living because he has Alzheimer's, and I guess she didn't want him to hurt herself or anything like that while she wasn't around. And she said when she went into his room, even with the mask on, he did know who she was, though. I guess they had been married for so many years that when she took the job and went in, he actually knew who she was. So that's a good thing. And that's our good story for the day. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Thank you so much, as always, for joining us. Check us out, Bonnie and Clyde, on Facebook, BonnieandClydeCoins.com. We're everywhere. Give us a look over on Twitter at Great USA Coin Hunt. And we do appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. And like I said, there won't be a stream tomorrow morning, but I'm shooting to try to get one tomorrow night. So until the next time, happy hunting, stay safe. We'll see you guys later. Take